Typically, as soon as you think that you've got symptoms, because they can come on quite quickly, you should probably go and get your urine analyzed. You should submit a sample as soon as possible to your GP, or if your GP is more proactive, he'll actually give you requisitions which you can take to your local lab that's in your neighborhood. Because obviously, being a wheelchair user, if I don't have my own vehicle, arranging transportation to get to see my local GP might actually take a day or two, and by then you might have a full-on bladder infection. So it's good to work with your GP. If he actually doesn't suggest it, you might suggest him giving you requisitions. So again, you can go somewhere local, get there quickly, because it's going to take probably a couple days to get the results. If it's a weekend, that period of time is going to be even further elongated. So it just helps expedite identifying whether or not you have a bladder infection, what type of infection it is, and therefore what type of antibiotic they should be giving you to treat it. My GP is pretty proactive, so he gives me requisitions to get a urine analysis done. He actually gives me a standing order for an antibiotic, and I forgot earlier, but there actually are circumstances under which you might want to have a standing order of antibiotics. For instance, if you're traveling abroad. If you're traveling abroad, especially in a third world country, antibiotics may be hard to come by. Knowing where to go, finding a lab, finding a GP are going to be difficult than they would be in your own local community. So in instances like that, you don't want a bladder infection to ruin a potential holiday somewhere. So under circumstances like that, it is good to have some sort of strong, all-encompassing antibiotic to deal with bladder infections. When I was in a rehab environment, I'd be told to take antibiotics for 2 weeks. My GP is of a different mentality that believes that that's too long, and a course of 5 to 7 days is actually what's quite adequate to kill off